Here's a thought. Why, in the name of Beelzebub, do some things have to be so hard? That's the thought that's been going around in my mind constantly since I started trying to install a dropper post on this bike. So what's a dropper post, and why has it been so difficult? Right, if you found this video, the chances are you already know what a dropper post is. It's basically just an adjustable seat post that at the flick of a switch allows the saddle to be moved up and down. And it's handy to be able to get the saddle out the way on descents, but also at things like traffic lights, it's nice to be able to get a whole foot down by dropping the saddle rather than just balancing on tiptoe. This one's called a Whyte version 2 drop it, and it's made up of the seat post itself, a control cable, and then a lever. No great science in the selection process of this, no science at all in fact. Could have gone for something a lot racier, could have gone for something cheaper, but this was easy and available, so this is it. Right, it's time to get cracking on installing this thing. So plan is to get the lever up on that left hand side, which means because of the loop that's going to be needed in the cable housing, it means coming in through this hole on the frame on this side. Fortunately the dropper post got provided with like a double hold rubber grommet to replace that single one. Does mean I'm going to have to take the brake line out and reconnect it afterwards, but hopefully I can do that with minimal fuss. Might need a lever bleed to get it done, but that should be fine. And then obviously dropper post in there, and then cable down, seat tube, and back up. So just threading all of that through could be a bit tricky, but let's get stuck in, see how it goes. So I didn't do any research before starting this installation, didn't watch any YouTube videos or anything like that, which did come back to bite me because I'd put the rear brake on this bike and successfully routed that internally. I thought I could use the same technique of just threading some string through and then using that to drag the cable, but I just couldn't make that work. I tried it a couple of different ways, including from the bottom bracket, but I just could not get it round the BB. So in the end I decided to just take the cranks off and try and get the BB out to make it easier, but it just would not budge. So I was all ready to throw the towel in on this, and then one night I just thought, I'll give it one more go. There it is. Just about to give up on this, and then it gave. Might save it for the morning. You can see from this shot that there's plenty of space to get the cable housing down to where it needs to go, and once that was done, everything else pretty much fell into place. The faff of this taking things apart, it did kind of make me think twice about future frame upgrades. I was wondering about going down the sort of external routed bike route, and maybe getting a steel hardtail one day, which is externally routed, and this experience has probably tipped the balance in favour of that, but we'll have to see. So yeah, once this was done, threaded the cable through the housing, stuck the cranks back on, put the dropper post in obviously, and got the lever attached. Then came the bit that I was a bit concerned about getting done, which was just switching the grommets over, so going from a single hold one to a double hold one, because this meant disconnecting the brake hose. But in the end this went okay. I tilted the bike so that the hole on the lever was upright, and then just quickly took it out. I did have to cut the hose to get it back in, so I cut it and put a new insert in there and a new olive, but that was pretty straightforward because the insert driver that I got when I set these brakes up is just a really easy to use piece of kit. And that was it, and that was that pretty much. I trimmed off that spare bit of cable at the lever. I deliberately left the cable a bit long because that means I've got enough space to take the post out and adjust it, because it's got an adjustable drop on it, so I want to play around with that a little bit. Had this little person wake up from their nap early and keep an eye on me at the end here. Here it is in operation. The return is a little bit slow. The way it pops out could be quicker, I think, but the lever is also a bit stiff, so I'm not sure whether I need to just play around with that to get the best out of it, maybe. Well, thanks for watching. All's well that ends well, and hopefully I'll get some video of some more thorough testing soon.